gonna break down your Ja Yoo. You know, we're gonna go through the hand techniques, the stances, the kicks and the kick combinations that you guys have in this form. Anything that we have done previously, technique-wise in this form, like in basic form 1, I'm not going to cover that in this video. If you are having trouble with those techniques, you need to practice through your basic form 1, nail those techniques there before you start working on your Ja Yoo. Okay. All right, so the first hand technique that you're gonna come across in your Ja Yoo is gonna be your high chamber aim into an extended outward block. So as I do this, I'm gonna extend one arm all the way out to the side. This arm is straight. My other hand is gonna chamber right into the center of my chest. And what I wanna do is I want the angle of these two arms to be the same. So I have my high chamber aim here, and to extend my outward block out, they're going to switch directions. Switching spots, one hand goes to the center of my chest, the other hand extends out. It does not extend all the way though. I leave it slightly bent, just like it would be if for a pseudo, and my hand will be eye level. Okay, if I'm going the other direction, I do that high chamber aim with my arm straight, and they switch spots. Again, eye level, try to get the angles of my arms the same. So a little bit faster, it's aim block, aim block. Next one you're gonna get is your chop punch. So this is gonna start chamber just like a pseudo. So I'm gonna bring my left hand on top first. My right hand is gonna come underneath. My elbows are shoulder height. My top hand will extend out right to the center of my chest. And that bottom hand is gonna come closed right to my side. From here, I'm going to switch my hands as I throw a punch. So I punch. A big thing to think about, as I'm throwing my chop, the chop hand will stay open, whereas the hand coming to my side will close into a fist before I throw my punch. So I'll do both sides again. So I have right hand on top hand chop and chamber, punch, left hand on top, right hand under, top hand chop, and punch. Okay. The next block that you're gonna have is going to be an upward block. Now, as you guys are doing this, just like a downward block has a chamber, an upward block will also have a chamber. So as I'm here, say I'm in an upward block with my right hand, I'm going to take my left hand, I'm gonna bring it in front of the other hand, almost like I'm making a plus sign with my arms. And then once they cross, I'm going to rotate my arms in and chamber, just like this. So again, I would come in for that cross, upward block. Cross, upward block. And every time I'm doing that upward block, it does not come in between. It will come in front of the other arm, block up. So come in front of the other arm, block up, just like that. So those are your upward blocks. Get that technique down. You have 2 more hand techniques. You only have one of each of these in your form. The first is going to be a vertical spear hand with a push down. So as I do this, I would have been in a pseudo to start off. My front hand, I'm going to push this hand down. So it starts like an inward parry, and then I'm gonna bring it down shoulder height with my hand, and my opposite hand is going to throw a vertical spear hand right over that. Now, as I'm doing that vertical spear hand, I want to line the first 3 fingers, this pointer, middle, and ring finger up. So I bend those fingers in so that they line up, just like this. So I would do that push down and throw that vertical spear hand just like that as I throw that. Okay? And the last technique you guys are gonna have is a vertical back knuckle. This comes right after the spear hand. So from here, I'm going to take that spear, circle it around my head, pointing my elbow toward my target, and I'm going to drop a back fist or a back knuckle right under the bridge of someone's nose. Now, as I do that, the other hand is going to chamber to my side. So from that spear hand here again, I would circle this hand over my head, back knuckle right to the bridge of the nose. So one more time, circle over the head, back knuckle right to the bridge of the nose. Those are the hand techniques. Make sure you practice those. So in your Ja Yoo, you are going to have 3 stances. You are going to have a front stance, a back stance, and a twisted stance. Okay. Now we've already covered front stance and back stance in basic form 1. So if you still need work on those, go back to that basic form 1 video. But your twisted stance, you're going to do this in a few different parts in your form, going through some of your spin kicks, some of your back leg kicks, and with that vertical back knuckle. So you want to make sure that you have a good twisted stance. So as I'm doing this, I'm going to take my right foot, keep this foot behind me. I'm going to step my left foot in front so that my toes of my right foot and my heel of my left foot are lined up. Now as I'm doing this, my right foot is going to pivot and my left foot is going to rotate off to the side. This is helping me rotate my body toward the direction my left foot's facing right now. So if I was here, I'm going to step my left foot in front of my right toes and I pivot that right foot and I turn that left foot to the side for my twisted stance. I'm going to do it to the side now. So my left foot would step in front of my right, pivoting my right toes, turning my left foot to the side, and the distance that I'm going for is if I was to kneel down, my knee should be right next to my heel as I come down. So that's the spacing between your feet when you do this twisted stance, okay? I'm going to do the opposite side now. So my right foot would come in front and my left foot would be pivoted. Again, back foot's pivoted, right foot's facing the side. If I measured that distance, my knee is right next to my heel for that twisted stance. Now, to make this a reverse twisted stance, instead of stepping forward and facing forward, I could do it either as like a cross behind, like you do in basic form 1, or for our spin kicks, I'm going to take my front foot, pivot this front foot, and rotate my back foot to the side and turn my head all the way through. It is the same positions. I still have the pivot, I still have the foot facing sideways, but I rotate my body the opposite direction when I'm doing my reverse twisted stance. So make sure you understand that twist and the reverse twist to help you with those techniques in this form. All right, we're gonna go through a couple stance drills right now. Now again, you should practice the ones from the basic form 1 video because they are gonna be the building blocks for the stances that we're going to do in this video, okay? So first one we're gonna do is going to be a front stance chop punch. So I'm gonna start bringing my left hand on top, right hand underneath. As I step forward, I'm going to chop while I'm stepping and punch as my foot lands on the floor. And it's gonna be opposite. So if my right hand is punching, my left foot will be stepping. So I'll be here, chop punch. My right hand's gonna go on top, chop punch. Left hand's gonna go on top, chop punch. Right hand comes on top, chop punch. So first stance combo, chop punch. Next stance that I'm gonna have you guys work on is an upward block punch. So I'm gonna start right here. I'm gonna put that left foot forward. I'm gonna start with my right hand out like this. Now the hand that's punching is going to be doing the upward block. So I'm gonna take my left arm, cross this over. My right hand is gonna come up to make that plus sign. So again, I'm here, cross my hand, right hand comes up to make that plus. As I step, I block up and land with the punch. So again, my chambered hand is going to cross over. My other hand is going to come up to make that plus. And I come upward block, punch. And the rhythm is the same as the chop punch. While I step, I block, and when I land, I throw my punch. So if I'm starting here, upper block punch, upper block punch, upper block punch. All right. Using your back stances, we're going to work on your back stance pseudo a little differently. So I'm going to start in that back stance pseudo position. This time, I will be stepping forward. So my hand that's in my chest crosses on top. The hand that's out is going to go underneath. As I step forward, I'm going to pseudo on the opposite side. So hand in my chest again comes on top. Hand that's out comes underneath. As I step forward, I snap out that pseudo. So I'm going to do a couple quick so you guys can see. Starting here, I have my left hand out. My right hand will come on top. Now I'm going to take that left hand on top. Just like that. All right, practice those stance drills. All right, so we're gonna go through the different kicks that you guys have in this form. So some of these kicks you already have in basic form 1, so I will not be going into detail with those. If you are having trouble with those, go back to that basic form 1 video, watch those kicks and practice those first. So first would be like your skip up front kick, and second would be your back leg roundhouse kick. Those are already covered in basic form 1, so make sure you practice those. Now in this form, you're gonna have 3 additional kicks. You're gonna have your 360 roundhouse kick, your spinning hook kick, and a back leg side kick. So we're gonna start out with the 360 roundhouse kick. So I would start right foot behind me like this. I'm going to do that reverse twist. So I pivot my front foot, I rotate my back foot to the side. From this position, my back foot is going to lift up. I'm going to jump switch, roundhouse kick for my 360 roundhouse kick. So as I do it a little bit quicker, I do that reverse twist, lift chamber, and I throw that kick. Now the next kick is your spinning hook kick. It starts with that reverse twist again. So I'm going to pivot, turn my back foot again. This time my chamber comes up to the side and I throw that hook kick all the way through and set it back behind me. We do have a video just covering 2 of those spin kicks right there. So watch that video to get those broken down a little bit more. The last kick is your back leg side kick. And you also have to use that twisted stance on this. So I'm going to pivot my back foot, turn my front foot to the side. Big thing, this back leg, this pivoting foot needs to cross all the way over before I throw that side kick out for this form. So I want to make sure I get a nice twist, get that chamber up, and extend out for that back leg side kick. So those are the 3 kicks you need to work on for your Ja Yoo. Alright, so through your Ja Yoo, you're going to have 3 different kick combinations. The first kick combination is going to be a skip up front followed by a back leg roundhouse kick. And then as you're landing, you're going to do a high chamber aim into your extended outward block. So I'm going to show you on both sides. So starting with my right foot in front, I'm going to throw my skip up front, land in that transition, take that left leg, roundhouse, high chamber aim, land in my back stance block out. Now on the opposite side, I'm going to start left foot kicking this time. I'm going to go skip up front, land in that transition, back leg round, high chamber aim, and back stance block out. So that's the first kick combination, skip up front, back leg round, high chamber aim, block. The second one is going to be a back leg round, 360 round spinning hook kick. This is definitely the most challenging. I'm going to start with my left foot behind me. I'm going to go back leg round, land in my reverse twist. Take that back leg, chamber jump switch, 360, land in that reverse twist again, spinning hook, and set it all the way back in my fighting stance. So at full speed with this combo, it's fighting stance, just like that. And the last one, we're going to do a back leg side kick, high chamber aim, outward block again. So I'm going to do these facing sideways, but when you do it in the form, you face forward and backward when you do it. So starting here, I'm going to twist, take my back leg, side kick, high chamber aim, and block. And I'm going to repeat this, going the opposite direction, using the same leg I just kicked with. I go twist, side kick, aim, block. Twist, side kick, aim, block. So those are the 3 different kick combinations or kick combos you can work through on your Ja Yoo. Alright, so with your Ja Yoo form, there are 4 sections. Now when you guys are watching the video for Ja Yoo, it is difficult to see the 4th section because it is facing backwards. So I'm going to demonstrate the 4th section. I'm going to be going sideways with this. Just remember that as you guys do this, this is a backward moving section that will finish forward at the very end of it, okay? So after that 3rd section, we just did our spinning hook kick. We landed right foot behind us, and we're going to throw a right hand reverse punch. I'm going to take my back leg. I'm going to throw a back leg side kick. So I twist, take that back leg, side kick, aim, and I'm going to land back stance outward block. Taking the hand that's in my chest, chambering on top. I'm going to step forward pseudo. Taking the hand in my chest again, bringing it on top. Step forward pseudo. I'm going to push that front hand down. As I chamber my other hand to my side, I'm going to step front stance spear hand. Taking my back foot, I'm going to step it in front into a twisted stance, circling my hand over, vertical back knuckle to the nose. I'm going to take my back leg again, back leg side, aim, back stance block out, and I would adjust into a front stance, upward block punch. So I'm going to do that. All right, so I'm going to demonstrate the 4th section of your Ja Yoo form at the speed that you should be doing it in your form. I'm going to do it sideways one time, and then I'm going to do it coming forward another time, just so you guys can see it from 2 different angles. But I'm going to start in that front stance with my left foot forward, right hand out again. So full speed. And now I'm going to do it going forward. So I'll start facing backwards so I can do that back leg side kick. that'll be your fourth section of Ja Yoo.